Good day, listeners. Welcome to the Utande Business Plug, where we discuss valuable insights which are relatable to small businesses and entrepreneurs. My name is Rumbi. I'm the marketing manager for Utande Internet Services. And with me today, I've got Kevin. Kevin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, Rumbi. Hi, everyone. My name is Kevin Ngalonde. I'm the product manager for cloud services and VoIP at Utande Internet Services.
So, Kevin, in the previous episode, we had started talking about the cloud, the big word that is the cloud, and we managed to demystify it. And at the end of the episode, we started to talk about what's Microsoft 365. And for some of our listeners, they've been inquiring. I know one of the companies that actually inquired is a surgery. And their question was, do I need Microsoft 365? Maybe what you can do is to start to just help our listeners understand what it is and who needs it, who uses it, and with the company that I just referred to, would they need Microsoft 365?
So you see on Microsoft 365, this is a collaboration of different Microsoft Office applications, which ranges from your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, and your Outlook. And now they've added SharePoint. SharePoint, this is where you are able to share resources. There's also an application which they call Teams. Teams, you can do your meetings, etc. You spoke about a client who's got a surgery. Mm-hmm. So that same client can actually utilize Microsoft 365 so well. Okay. First thing, consultations can be done online.
Okay.
The third thing, you can book your appointments. You can actually see what's actually happening. You can actually see when your next schedule is. And then also, internally, they're able to share in different documents. It can be claims that they want to digitalize. Mm-hmm. You can actually share in your medical aid claims, etc., and be able to do the follow-ups.
So if the schedule changes, and you said, I think last time you mentioned that these apps need to talk to each other. So if the schedule changes on Word, am I able to see it? Maybe the doctor makes a change to the schedule, or if I'm the secretary, I make a change to the schedule. Can we all see it at the same time?
Exactly. Everyone that has access to those documents has got access to real-time information. It actually gives you feedback. It gives you alerts through email to say, Rumbi has changed this and they've posted this, etc. So everything is flexible and everything is actually visible to everyone that has got the access to that.
Okay. And is it relevant to all small businesses? Or is it something, who would you recommend to use Microsoft 365?
Actually, this is a game changer.
Okay.
To all businesses.
So if it's to all businesses, if I'm running my business and I'm a one-man band, do I need Microsoft 365?
Yes, there's actually a package for that. It actually makes your business easier. And also, with the world going that route as well, there is a high chance when you are talking to your clients, they will be also on Office 365. You speak to other suppliers. If they are on there, it becomes easy for you, for the businesses to actually interact.
Okay. And would you say that it's affordable to the small businesses? Is it an affordable solution?
Yes. Why? Because it brings business efficiency.
Okay.
Whenever there is efficiency in business, any tool that brings efficiency in business, we no longer look it as a cost.
Okay. All right. And if I want to maybe sign up and get these services, I should come to Utande.
Yes, simply coming to Utande Internet Services, and then we can create a portal for you, and you are able to utilize. We also install it in your machines.
Okay. Kevin, there's another thing that I think we touched on it slightly in the previous episode, where we were talking about hosting services. In terms of hosting a website, I think there's an interesting fact that we discussed earlier, and according to Netcraft, it's estimated that there are over 1.2 billion web host names which have been registered online to date. So what is the importance of hosting your website?
Okay, so if I can allow me to say this, a business without a website in this age is like a tree without roots.
Or
You are not
leaves?
going anywhere because that will give you a digital footprint into a digital world. Two, it will unlock potential revenue that you couldn't unlock when you are geographically crippled or geographically limited. So it's actually important to have a website. The second thing that I will say in terms of you having a website, it brings you an element of professionalism.
Okay.
So web hosting is quite crucial. But before you speak about web hosting, you need a domain.
Okay.
And that domain speaks more of your company. As an example, if I've got Kevin Investments, if I'm here in Zimbabwe, I need something like kevininvestments.co.zw.
So that's the domain, the kevin.co.zw.
.zw.
Okay.
That's your domain, and also your emails. If I'm having inquiries at kevininvestments.co.zw, it brings that element of professionalism. I'm then moving away from these generic email addresses like kevininvestments at
At
gmail.com. Yo Yahoo, those are personal. And from me being in that field, I've realized even serious companies, whenever you're sending a quotation with a Gmail account, the first thing they think is this is just a briefcase. A company.
A fly by night.
A fly by night. A person that will be here today, in the night they are just gone.
So in terms of, I think that's actually, whenever I look at an email, I always then, if I see the person's email address, I then actually go and search for that name. If, and as you said, the domain, like I then Google or something, I then search for the website. I think this is also something that can help you to also be accessible to other people. I don't know what are the benefits besides the professionalism part, which is pretty obvious. What are the other benefits to having your own domain or having your website? What could be the benefit?
So the other benefits is you're giving your potential clients confidence. When you are having your domain name and you are using these email addresses that are actually with your domain name. So when I speak about confidence, one, a domain name whenever it's registered, it means we know the place. Also, phone numbers are available, etc. Different from if I have Kevin0087 at gmail.com, there's no way you're able to trace me. And it actually shows it's a company that's actually moving in the right direction. The second part is, in this digital world that we are living in, you now need a digital footprint. So when I speak of a digital footprint, you are selling something in Harare, you are geographically limited maybe to the CBD. But now when you've got a website, someone in Chipinge, someone in Masvingo, someone in Lusaka, someone in Durban is able to see the products that you are offering. And also in Zimbabwe, through the Zimtrade, we are speaking about offering services to other nations because it brings in Forex, which it unlocks regions that you would never even reach when you are not online. So this coming in, having a website, helps you to reach other markets that you would never even reach when you are just stuck in one geographical location.
How long does it actually take to set up your domain? Is that a long process? And how does one do it?
Okay. Setting up a domain, here is the process of having a domain. When you come to Utande Internet Services, we ask you your preferred domain name, preferably the company name that you are using, that you have registered. So the first thing that we do is we do search, and that search usually takes 5 minutes to just check whether it's available or it has been taken. When it's taken, we do the registration. Yes, normally we say registration is 48 hours. Why? Because we need every other server in the whole world to understand that there is a new domain that has been registered. So roughly we can talk about 48 hours for you to get your domain working, to have your emails also moving in. Because when you register your domain, you have unlocked your emails. You have also unlocked your website.
Okay. So you mentioned that I probably have to come, if I'm a small business, I would have to come to Utande. I see a lot of companies that are actually advertising and saying, for example, Wix, what is the advantage of me going via Utande as opposed to Wix?
Okay, so when you come to Utande, we are giving you your desired domain name. But when you go to Wix, it's maybe kevininvestment.wix.
I think Kevin Investments has been overused in this
Yes,
conversation.
so you
Kevin.
realize, so with Wix, you're already advertising Wix.com because you're saying kevininvestments.wix.com.
Is that the same with WordPress?
Yes, it's the same. And those packages are given for free people when you are starting business. But now when you talk about serious business, you rather have your kevininvestment.co.zw or .com or .org, depending on what you really need and how you want to position your business.
Okay. So Kevin, as we close, this has been really exciting. I just want to understand, is a website a must for every business?
That's the new normal.
Okay.
It's if there is a greater word than must, I could use that one. You definitely need that. Why? Because remember, business is all about revenue. Business is all about expanding. Right now, people are talking about 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x. How do you expand when you are logged in Harare, and yet there's someone in Vic Falls that wants your product? There's someone. Remember, we're 13 million, but now if you're just hooked in one place, you're just accessing maybe 1 million. What about those 12 million? And also, what about people in other nations? Zambia with 26 million, DRC with over 53 million people. That's potential revenue. Yeah. So if you are serious with business, if you want to go far with business, having a website is a must.
Thank you for that, Kevin. So I think you've heard that, listeners. If you're serious about running a business and you want to be taken seriously, you've got to have your domain registered. You've got to have your website hosted with the right partner. And that's Utande Internet Services. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we look forward to the next episode.